So, hey guys, today we're talking about the dumbest way I could think of to somewhat, I guess, bully Malice players. So, obviously, this will not work if we do what is called losing the coin flip, but if we do win the coin flip, I have a few ideas. So, first off, just floodgate trap hole in general. When your opponent summons a monster, it could be a special summon, normal summon, doesn't really matter. Change that monster to face down defense position. Monsters change to face down defense position by this effect cannot change their battle positions. So against Tenpai, this honestly kind of sucks because the Synchro 10 can forcibly change position and bypass this cannot change battle positions effect. So yeah, I guess it means your opponent cannot change their battle positions, but your opponent's monsters by effect can change the battle position because the effect that's kind of like flicking it's flicking like your opponent, not your opponent's monsters, if that makes sense. But yeah, whatever. Then yeah, I was thinking, floodgate triple. This isn't like that searchable. I mean, you could trap tricks this, you could trap tracks this, you could also even do normal summon Mermelio, I believe. That also works, right? When this card is normal summon, you can add one whole normal trap for your deck to your hand. But I guess if you were to normal summon Mermelio multiple times in the same turn, there's no hard ones return on this card, so you could get multiple floodgate trap holes, I guess, which is something. But you know what would be just a little bit moderately easier than this? I was thinking, why don't you just go ahead and turbo out some Traptrix Rafflesia? Just noticed? Well, let's give this a read. Traptrix monsters you control, except for Traptrix Rafflesia, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, so it is very destructible by card effects or by battle, because that's the only Traptrix I intend on controlling, I guess. Your opponent cannot target Traptrix monsters you control, except for this one with card effects, so this whole first line will do essentially nothing. Except, we have unaffected by trap effects while it has material, which is something. And then the bottom effect here. Soft once per turn. Quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, send one whole normal trap that meets its activation conditions from your deck to the graveyard. This effect becomes that trap card's effect when that card is activated. So you're saying if I were to, in theory, control 3 Rafflesia, and I were to have 3 copies of Floodgate Trap Hole in my main deck, I could Floodgate Trap Hole my opponent. And even if I open Floodgate Trap Hole, I can just set it, right? So no biggie. I just have more material to do other things with. And then next up, I was thinking maybe we could also use perhaps Yugioh the Gravity Ninja, which has an effect that's also usable in the same kind of way. So the effect is as follows here. If this card is normal / special summoned or flip face up, you can target up to 2 face up monsters on the field, change them to face down defense position. If you do, any opponent's monsters that are flipped by this effect cannot change their battle position. So the one downside about all this is that this will all involve traps, just period. But also, you might be thinking, wow, but ninjas suck, right? I agree, but I wasn't thinking of using Yugioh with necessarily ninja cards. The only ninja card I really would have intended to play here was I was thinking of just Yugioh. So you wouldn't necessarily play these two together, like all of this tech, but you might be able to. So I'm thinking that since we have the risk of opening Floodgate Treble, then what other rank 4 can we make, assuming we have some way to turbo out 3 rank 4s consistently? Well, I was thinking we can do Gallant Granite. And the idea behind Gallant Granite is, of course, that we want to add Yugioh the Gravity Ninja, which is a rock for some reason. No real response to that. It just is a rock, okay? So now you might be thinking, but how do we special summon Yugioh the Gravity Ninja? So the way I am thinking is that we mayhaps use the Adventure Engine. So if we want to get a rank 4, then Magic Warrior of the Relics here. This is a level 4, and that'll help with that. And this allows you to wait. Is this Wait, this card needs to do battle to search? Wait, that can't be. You can't be serious, right? Okay, so maybe we do Tessia instead. Alright, you can reveal one card in your hand that mentions an adventure token, add a spell that mentions... This doesn't add traps. Well, plant foiled, I guess. We have to find a different way. So my original idea was to discard Geo with Faithful Adventure to add, like, it was going to be either Tessia or Warrior of the Relics to add not Thunder Discharge, Breath of Resurrection, which allows you to generically special summon 2 monsters. So it can be from hand or graveyard with different names, but you know, that would in theory allow us to special summon Geo and it would be not negated on our opponent's turn. So imagine this. Chainlink 1, Dormouse effect. Dormouse effect resolves Chainlink 1, Mad Rabbit, or Mad Rabbit? Whatever that monster's called. And then we go Chainlink 2, effect of Breath of Resurrection, special summon Geo. So then Rabbit effect, Chainlink 1, Geo effect, Chainlink 2, flip, Dormouse, and Rabbit face down. But also, like, if they make Lingrivo, this all doesn't work, and it kind of, like, crumbles in terms of the Geo play, but, you know. I was thinking, like, maybe that would work, right? But okay, now that we need a better way to kind of special summon this. Well, we might have to use ninja cards then. That kind of sucks. Unless I can find a way to access Breath of Resurrection. Let's see. This requires you to do battle. At the end of the battle phase, if your monster that mentions adventure token battled, you instead one trap that mentions adventure token directly from your deck and only from the deck and not from the graveyard either, despite needing you to go into battle. What is this garbage card? And then this adds a spell that mentions adventure token. So I can grab what, the field spells? These don't do anything, right? Yeah, these field spells don't do anything. You can add Curse of Arameter, I guess. Let's see, does this do anything? Send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon an adventure token? What? A monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect. You can special summon one adventure token to either field. Wow, these cards are so useless. What? I guess you can add Rite of Arameter with this, but you need to control an adventure token, right? Or you can normal summon this and then activate this, and then what does this guy do? You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this effect, except an adventure token or monsters that mention it. Wait, this has a lock as well. Does this randomly lock you as well? Just like, huh? What are these cards actually? Well, okay, I guess you have to apparently hard open that trap and then hard open parts of the adventure engine. Well, there goes that plan, I guess. Well. Needing a normal summon for this kinda sucks as well. Well. When does this effect trigger? When this is normal, special summon, or flip face up? Well, special summon seems logical to me to go for. Do we have to actually go, like, make Mazen then? That might be the only way. 2 ninja monsters with different types. There are ninja extra deck monsters, I guess, technically as well. And this can be, like, contact fused out. I guess that's the only play. Alright, cool. Small depression. Ninja Shadow Mosquito, that's a ninja. Stealth Ninja. Sarutobi. These count. But they're all machines, so you need one additional one to make this work. So we have Blade Armor Ninja. This is a warrior. I don't know, I guess we can put Blade Armor Ninja on the field with Ninja Shao Mosquito. Don't ask me how you would do this, but you know, yeah, just put two of these guys on the field, right? And it's not attributes, it's types, right? Yeah, two monsters, two ninja monsters with different types, and then we can contact fuse out Aizen, and then just pass and summon Geo from deck and only deck. Well, that's pain. Well, you do what you gotta do. And then aside from this, like, is there a good way for us to just keep cycling Geo out as well? Some option like that? I mean, Gallant Granite was still like a decent way to search this out if I have a way to like put him on field constantly. That'd be nice. Well, we can flip Geo itself face down sometimes, and then we can flip it face up, and then back face down, face up, face down, face up, face down. And he kind of works by himself in that way. Kinda. So we can reset him with like a Z Atlantis. Yeah, that's fine. So just the way to special summon him to begin with would be great. Well, now that's a problem. So we can search with Gallant Granite. We can work that out. Enough. Does this count as a flip monster? No, it does not. Okay. Good to know. Hmm. Dancing Leaves? If we search Dancing Leaves, we can skip the Gallant Granite stuff. Actually, wait. If we have a way to search this, we can tribute our opponent's monsters, but I don't really want to tribute my opponent's monsters here. We can put our monsters face down with Z Atlantis to send them though off of this, and we can run multiple Z Atlantis. So potential, maybe. And then we Dancing Leaves our own monster. Summon Geo from deck. If we have access to Dancing Leaves. Dancing Leaves can be searched by only a normal summoned Hanzo, really. Eh, sure. I guess that could work technically. Aside from that, there is technically Ninjutsu Art Notebook of Mystery, which can set it, assuming, well, assuming, I guess, your opponent controls a card, which you enforce a card on your opponent, I guess, right? That's doable. Yeah, that's fine. Hmm. Yeah, I guess that's completely fine. Not hard to work out anything past that, though. Hmm. If I want to generically summon this, only kind of generic summoning method that I can think of that I could do for this over a long period of time. There's like two ways I can think of. Like, one, we just make Baron and remake Baron, but this only summons in the standby phase, so that's not really a good option. And then we have Red Eyes Zombie Dragon Lord, which can special summon a zombie monster. So if we have Zombie World active, Dio would be a zombie in the graveyard, and then we can just keep bringing this back. Well, yeah, that's all I got for today. So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video where hopefully I get some better ideas, but you know, sometimes you miss something important, like you need to go to the battle phase apparently to do your search for the trap cards that no one was playing anyways. And also, those field spells don't do anything either. Sometimes the adventure engine lets you down, huh? So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.